I, Sara Zimmerman Duterte,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully and conscientiously fulfill
that I will faithfully and conscientiously fulfill
my duties as Vice President of the Philippines,
my duties as Vice President of the Philippines,
preserve and defend its Constitution,
preserve and defend its Constitution,
execute its laws,
execute its laws,
do justice to every man,
do justice to every man,
and consecrate myself to the service of the nation.
to the service of the nation.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Magkasama sana tayong bumangon bawat araw, kasabay ang nag-aalab na pangako sa ating mga puso na mahal natin at patuloy nating mamahalin ang Pilipinas hanggang tayo ay nabubuhay. Let us show our love for our country by taking care of our families and communities despite the unending challenges that come their way. We should not, as we cannot afford to squander the future of our children. The days ahead may be full of challenges that call for us to be more united as a nation. But let me reiterate this. We can never go wrong if we are a people dedicated to honoring the will of God, to serving our country and our fellow men, and protecting the integrity of our families and the future of our children.
The Office of the Vice President and the Department of Education are two separate entities. They are two separate departments of the government, and they have separate mandates as well. As explained earlier, number one, the success of a project, activity, or program really depends upon very good intelligence and surveillance, because you want to target specific issues and challenges. And because these specific issues and challenges are all illegal, like say for example, as previously mentioned, sexual grooming of learners, recruitment in terrorism and violent extremism, drug use of DepEd personnel, these are not laid out for our regular personnel to see. That is why we need the help of the security cluster and the security sector to address these issues and challenges to basic education. And as I said, basic education has a direct link to the national security of our country. We are truly interested in the quality of education of our learners.
非常高兴及希望中国国家主席习近平、政府驻菲律宾大使王锡良和20中国公民致意大力庆祝中华人民共和国成立73周年。June 20, 中国人国庆快乐 Happy National Day to the People's Republic of China. 谢谢大家。
It is a significant milestone indeed for an institution to have had excuse me. Hindi ako naglagay ng sunblock.
Alam mo, Tinday, at ang puso niyan, ina puso ng ina. At nakikita ko yung puso ng yung puso ng ina, yun ang nagiging motivation niya para sa trabaho niya. Kaya sa palagay ko, habang buhay na si Inday Sara na nasa serbisyo ng publiko.
Please know that we are truly proud of your accomplishments, as you are more than just athletes. You are the epitome of hard work, determination, and sportsmanship among your peers. You are the role models to other young Filipino men and women, exemplifying perseverance and love of country in all your hard-earned endeavors.
All of the projects of the Office of the Vice President use the confidential funds that is intended for the safe, secure, and successful implementations of programs, projects, and activities and engagements of me and all the satellite offices, including the central office of the Office of the Vice President. The constitutional mandate of the Office of the Vice President is only to be a reserve, a bench warmer, in the event of, I do not want to mention it, but in the event that the President cannot discharge his functions. That is the constitutional mandate of the Office of the Vice President. Apart from that, all the other projects of the Office of the Programs, Projects, and Activities of the Office of the Vice President will depend largely on the decision and discretion of the incumbent elected Vice President. So, for my term, we decided on 3 permanent projects: the charter, the museum, and the permanent office and residence of the Office of the Vice President. And then we took on the projects that made the most impact when I was mayor of Davao City. These are the entrepreneurship program, the peace building in communities, the Pagbabago advocacy campaign. We added the Pagbabago A Million Trees for in support of the mandate of the DENR. And then we have the Pansarap program in support of the Department of Health and the Department of Education. And then we created the Disaster Operations Center in support of NDRIMC and all those local governments who are asking for help from the Office of the Vice President when there are calamities or emergencies in their localities. And the buses donated to me, I lent to the Office of the Vice President to support the Libreng Sakay program of the national government. In addition to that, I discharge the functions and the duties of the Secretary of the Department of Education. And in addition to that, I was tasked by the President to co-chair the National Task Force on Ending Local Communist NTF-ELCAC. And in addition to that, I also took on the role of President of the Southeast Asian Education Ministers Organization, SIMEO. And all of these activities use confidential funds. Confidential funds based on Joint Circular 2015-01, but we leave it to the decision and discretion of the members of Congress, who has the power of the purse, to decide whether to grant confidential funds to our office. We can only propose, but we are not insisting. We can live without confidential funds. But of course, our work will be much easier if we have the flexibility of confidential funds in monitoring the safe, secure, and successful implementations of the programs, projects, and activities of the Office of the Vice President.
I do not respect Ms. Castro and Ms. Ontiveros. I have no respect for them. Hindi naman kami ever nagsabi na special ang Office of the Vice President. In fact, we respected the process doon sa budget hearing ng House of Representatives and ng Senate. The discretion, the decision whether to grant confidential funds is really up to Congress. Education is everybody's business. Education is about nation building. Education is about enabling every Filipino to realize their full potential. Education is about making dreams come true. We all know that the path to one's success is oftentimes rough, but with strong hearts and firm ambitions, we shall overcome. As we stand here today, we reaffirm our commitment to this colossal endeavor. Unfazed by the unthinkable, we will bravely take the challenge of sustaining our actions in our matatag agenda.
Mga kababayan, Assalamualaikum. Taus-puso po akong nagpapasalamat kay Pangulong Ferdinand Marcos Jr. para sa kanyang patuloy na tiwala at kumpiyansa sa akin bilang kalihim ng kagawaran ng edukasyon. Mahalaga ang kanyang pagkilala sa papel ng lahat ng bumubuo ng Department of Education sa pagsulong ng 8-point socio-economic agenda ng Marcos administration para sa isang bagong Pilipinas. Ang paggalang ay isang natatanging asal na ipinakita ng Pangulo sa ating lahat, kung kaya't galangin din sana natin ang opinyon at paniniwala ng ibang tao, kasama na ang ating mga kamag-anak. May respeto ako sa mga pananaw at opinyon ni dating Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte, pati na ng aking mga kapatid. Ngunit katulad ng posisyon ko sa maraming mga isyu, hindi kailangan na sumasang-ayon ako sa lahat ng mga ito. Pinalaki ako ng aking mga magulang na may pagpapahalaga sa malayang pag-iisip at pagpapasya. Para sa akin, laging nangunguna ang katapatan ko sa paglilingkod sa bayan. Uunahin ko ang edukasyon ng ating kabataan at kapayapaan ng bayan. Uunahin ko ang Pilipinas.
Unity was the tandem during the 2022 elections. Tandem of Sara during the 2022 elections. And then, umadang elections nila ako. And napasalamat ko doon sa mga kaigsunan sa ating mga bayan sa support sa tandem.
BP